too much, Dave? Because I'm about to skip forward a little bit.
No, you good. Good.
All right, so from school, we went on to have a group named Forte. What was Total Male? Forte.
Well, Ultimate Condition was first.
You said Mint Condition?
Ultimate Condition.
Oh, Ultimate Condition.
Exactly. It was that Mint Condition. You know what I mean? Ultimate Condition.
Right,
you know, we was on it. You know, we were trying to.
Got it. How about you say Mint Condition?
Ultimate Condition. We ain't know what it mean. Don't ask me what it mean. I don't know.
Oh,
it just sounded good back in the day, you know?
Oh my God.
That's an excellent group too. So okay.
Oh, you took me back in an instant. Ultimate Condition.
Ultimate Condition, baby.
I'm a kid again, all over again. The group consists of Philip Freeland and a good friend of ours named Quan, who voices were amazing. Quan was like, crazy enough, Quan voice was like Stokely. He had like a Stokely kind of voice. Crazy. And the other guy was our Brian McKnight. He was our resident Brian McKnight, which is crazy. Looked like him a little bit, sound like him, everything. So, make a long story short, the group, we didn't get along. The other two guys, they really didn't get along at one point.
Yeah.
To the point where we couldn't keep the group together. It was more effort to keep the group together than it was to actually get together. So,
right.
So it became a thing of, are we wasting time? Are we raking leaves in the wind? You know what I mean? So a good friend of ours, Lou Scola, who was a part of the second coming of Drew Hill, basically told us we could do it by ourselves. So
yeah.
So at that moment, Rough Ends emerged.
I love that. I love that. You see how God works? God
you know what I mean?
Came out something that potentially could have been a flop and a failure because there was no unity, there was no unity.
Right.
And you guys resurfaced and became a duo. So it was definitely meant by God. So I'm glad you guys followed that path, and now you're here. So what the name Rough Ends? Tell me a little bit about the name Rough Ends, and either one of you guys can answer where that name came from.
Well, Rough Ends is a name that actually came from a group called the Ghetto Rats. They was like the Baltimore Wu-Tang Clan. It was like a mob of these dudes.
Yeah,
and they was from all over. A lot of them, some of them was from New York, some was from Baltimore, some was from different states. It was like all like a mob. They all was like rappers. You know, they had one small guy. He was like really small person. You know what I mean? He was a part of their crew, and they was like from the street. Like, it was like hustlers, bangers. You know what I mean? They was about all that mob. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But they really had a lot of love for us, man, and had a lot of respect for us, and they knew we were talented, and they just kind of embraced us, man. So we would be in the studio with them, collaborating, and doing tracks. They had one of their guys that was doing tracks. Shout out to DJ. I forgot his name, man. Anyway,
I see his face in my head.
Yeah, I see his face. The light skinned dude.
We was about to do a show with him, right?
Yeah, I can see him. He'd be like this on the beat. Oh God. But anyway, he was a cool dude. So anyway, they linked up with us. We was doing a lot of stuff, and they was actually trying to help us come up with a name. And we had all different kinds of names. And I think like the next day, or I forget when it was, one of the guys came up with a name, Rough Ends. And when he said it, he was like Rough Ends. Everybody just kind of like looked around like Rough Ends. And we, you know how you say the name and it's just to hear how it sounds. You're like Rough Ends. We looked at each other like, yeah, I think that sounds like, you know what I mean? And we kind of kept the name. It's been our name ever since, So, even when we got the deal with Sony, they tried to,